Everybody, this is Don Lanning, and I'm here at my D3 studio. We just wrapped up another Making Monsters 101, and I wanted to share the results of our this week's class. Come on with me. We're going to go on. We've got a hot day outside. We've got cool air conditioning on the inside, and some even cooler sculptures that I want to share with you. Come on in. Go ahead and walk on through here. I'm going to lock the door here. Well, I want to welcome everybody here on Facebook to my shop. We're here at the D3 studio in Sherman Oaks, California, and we're just wrapping up another 40-hour class. And I wanted to introduce you to our visiting artists and show you the work that they've been doing. I'm going to interrupt you because you're right here. Would you look in the camera and say your information, or if you have an email address, how would we get in touch with you, and tell us your name?
This is my email address. My name is Aura Madrigal. It's a long one, so if you want to do a close-up. I don't have social media, but you can reach me here. My website is up and coming.
Wonderful. And say your name very clearly for us one more time.
Aura.
Aura. Wonderful. Well, this was an interesting experience. About 10 years ago, I think, I was working for a company in North Hollywood, sculpting some creatures, and I had sculpted something, and this is the first time in my class where an artist came in and showed me a picture of something she'd like to duplicate, which is Aura, and it was a picture of something I had done many years ago. So, well, she's got this picture of it. So she wanted to try a likeness and stay on the point and try to do some matching of this creature I had done years ago. So I was so happy to see this. I'm going to turn this for us, and I'm extra thrilled because I didn't think I'd see this sculpture again in life, and here it is, thanks to you. So she stayed very close to the reference. And here, I should tell you what this is. Years ago, they were bidding on The Thing, a remake of Rob Bottin's work, John Carpenter's work in The Thing, which is a wonderful movie that we all love in this community. And a gentleman was doing a bid, a proposal, and so we did this as part of that bid and part of that proposal. Now, years later, jump 10 years later, and she finds a picture of it online and brings it to this class to have something to not only reference but duplicate, which is a different kind of meditation. Anyways, I'm going to turn this, and I just want you to hang out with it. We have a very frightened, freaked out man who's being assimilated by the Thing alien from these famous movies, and I love it. She got the expression. Let me start here. Here we have a frightened eye. We went out and we got some glass eyes over with our friends at Silpac, which we love. Thank you, Dan, for having these eyes in stock for us. But she picked some blue eyes and she got those in there. I love this. My eye immediately goes to the eyes, but then I drop down. I see normal teeth that then mutate into creature teeth. I have to tell you, not only did she do the sculpture I had done 10 years ago, but then she made it better. She just came on with her detail. She's still going, but she got this. And I'm so proud of you. I have to ask you, Gabby, back out a little bit. What was fun in this, and what was difficult? Tell us.
Well, I think the most exciting thing for me was the concept. Day 2, I struggled with it just a smidge because when I walked in with this photo, I was embarrassed almost when I showed it to Don, because I said, okay, well, you know, I would really like to try and copy an image that I love, because I think that I would learn a lot by doing it that way. And so this is a sculpture that really inspired me. And he said, well, show me the image. And he said, that's my sculpture. And I just about jumped out of my skin, because I was like, you know, I was just embarrassed at not having known it was his work. But there it was. And so I think that was really special to have that happen.
And it was special for us to have the conversation about how to match.
Yeah.
The thing she chose is very difficult. To match something means that you're going to kind of get rid of the artist that you are and go more to measurement and calipering and what have you. And that's not easy to do, but you got it. You know, I'm so happy to have you here. I want you to know that this is our 40-hour class to make this happen. She worked so hard, and I'm just very pleased with this. As always, you know out there, and I want you to mold it. If you do mold it, I want you to paint some copies. And these are wonderful things for not only your portfolio and resume, but perhaps to go on a job interview, maybe for Monsterpalooza, which is coming up this weekend. Are you going to go to
I
Monsterpalooza?
think I'll be there Saturday.
Well, good. All right. Well, look for this young lady, and so we appreciate your kind words and support. I welcome you to our community.
Thank you so
Absolutely. Gabby, take a moment. I'm going to be quiet and get some pretty shots of this. Just go side to side. Unexpected to see him again. Oh, I love what you did here too.
Yeah.
So she's got this splash of mutation happening, and she's got it boiling back here. She's got horns erupting. I love these teeth because it's clearly going into another creature. But the thing that makes it all work for me, as it was 10 years ago, is the fear, the absolute terror in the face that the man knows he's being assimilated. He knows he's being devoured and replaced with perhaps a new look, if you will. But love the thing. Always love the thing. Now, thank you again so much. Yeah. Well, here's Janell. Janell's taken my class a few times. I'm so happy to have her back. Anytime we have returning students, it's a great joy. Janell, introduce yourself and give us all of your personal information.
Cool.
Where can we get a hold of you?
I'm Janell Turley. I can be found at janellturley.com, JANELLTURLEY. Also on Instagram, Janell Turley. Yeah.
Good. There you go.
Cool.
Great. Well, Janell came up with something really different for this class. Really different. Being a science fiction fan myself, I love blasters. I love the Blade Runner gun from Harrison Ford's gun from Blade Runner. And this is in that kind of same family, futuristic blaster. Hold this up so that we can get a beauty shot of this. And if you can keep the light a little contrasty, then we can actually even see this. But this is a hardcore blaster. I love it. I love it. I didn't expect you. What brought you into this? I was expecting a head or something. I didn't think she was going to do a blaster. But talk a little bit.
No, I just wanted to do something a little different. I wanted to do something that was kind of life-size but smaller and manageable, something that was mechanical, which is kind of a challenge for me.
Yeah. Well, you got great mechanical shapes happening. I got to tell you, I love the outline. She's still working on this, but you can see the outline is fantastic. The huge trigger, this just came on in the last 2 days. Little things like this. May I pose with this?
Go for it.
Right on. Nice. Well, once again, playing air guitar and holding guns like this. I have a weird feeling about real guns, but this is already just a cool science fiction kind of just cool gun. Anyways, I'm going to hold that again. Not to showcase me, but boy, I love the way it fits in the hand. She's also been working here, and here, referencing real guns to see how her fingers would sit. We had some conversations. I looked in some references of some flintlocks. And that's where she got this fine filigree. See if you can come up on that. See this fine filigree? Even though this is a futuristic gun, she's accessing all kinds of reference and just searching for the cool. But we have nice mechanical elements, and then we have kind of more naturalistic, organic elements, which add up to something that's pretty devastating. I want to talk a little bit about her options with this when she finishes the other side and has the whole thing done. I'm hoping you make a silicone mold.
Yeah.
Listen to me tell her what to do.
No, I want to.
If she makes a silicone mold, she can go ahead and run urethane copies and then do a metallized paint job, run it in different colors of clear resin, leave the handle clear, and then like a Blade Runner gun, go ahead and do an opaque metallic nickel. But the joy here is that if she molds it, she can go ahead and try different paint jobs. And, well, it goes back to also prop stuff. Wouldn't it be great to get a magician's cannon? Something like a flash paper, like a flash paper bullet cannon. This is a magician's cannon that you hide in your hand. It shoots a big ball of fire. Boy, she could put one of those in there and easily work the electronics so she could fire it really and shoot a big ball of fire out there. Anyways, unexpected stuff. Of course, this class has become really known for full head sculptures. Let me give that back to you.
Yeah, thanks.
But to have a variety, when you come and you work with me, you think of the concept, and then I indulge you in that way. And so I'm happy for the variety of this. We can't wait to see how it goes. This is a
me
work
too.
in progress. She may sculpt this out as much as she can, do a mold, do a trash mold, make a copy, sand it, sweeten it, body shop, and go mold it again. We don't know what you're going to do.
Yeah.
But this has been exciting to have this powerful item. Brandish, please, brandish. But to have such an interesting, different thing than a head.
Yeah.
It's been a pleasure.
Yeah, no, it's been fun for me.
Yeah. Tell us a little bit about your hair work and what you've been doing in the theater. Go ahead and tell us about yourself,
yeah.
and then we'll move on.
I'm a hair and makeup artist. I'm a wig maker. I ventilate. I build wigs, and so I've been working a lot in theater lately. But I also just really love using different skills of mine, and this class is awesome for me to flex some of those other skills when I'm not doing hair stuff.
Sculpture class.
Yeah.
Sculpture class.
Yeah.
Well, you've taken the class a couple of times. You may have seen her work at Monster Palooza. Janelle did this amazing head with all these eyes, but anyways, I'm happy to have you back.
Yeah, thank you.
What an interesting project.
Thank you so much.
And we're going to move on. Thank you for being here. Jordan,
Oh.
come on around. I want you to look right here
Hello.
into the camera, and I want you to give your name and information.
Okay, my name is Laladaki. You write it like this.
Great.
And I'm on Facebook and I'm on Instagram. I'm gonna make a web page.
Good, good. Okay, okay.
But it's not ready yet, so yeah.
Great.
You can find me on Instagram.
Wonderful.
So yeah.
Well, I want you to turn this towards the camera while we talk. Georgia, this is an interesting story. I've been traveling for a while now with Neil Gordon and going out to the UK. I met this young lady 2 years ago at the IMATS in London, and already an established sculptor, already amazing talent. And she came over to me while I was demoing for everybody, and she showed me her sculptures, and I was bowled over. I couldn't believe it. So we talked, and it's so funny. I met you in London, but now we're out here, and I'm so glad to have her in the class. I want you to talk about your sculpture and your inspiration, but first let me start by showing you some of her work. I want to talk about that, but
Yeah, please.
well, look at this. This is part of the reason why I was so happy to meet this young lady in London. This is some of her work that has nothing to do with this class. It has to do with her natural inspiration. She's, how many years have you been sculpting?
1.5.
1.5
2
years.
years.
Great. Well, it was a joy having you in the class, because when you have experience, it's good for everybody in the room. We all get to share techniques. And we got a shot of that. Wonderful.
Yeah, thank you.
And she's just out here in California for Monster Palooza. You're en route to Toronto.
Yeah, I'm moving to
You're
Toronto.
moving to Toronto. Well, we have a wonderful sculptor coming to you in Toronto. I want you to look up this young lady. She's very fast, but more importantly, her design ethic is fantastic. A couple of days ago, she had this wonderful character. Actually, I want them to see it in the light that it was sculpted. Gabby, come on around here. We're falling into some shadow there, which butter's no bread. There we go. So this is more the light that Georgia was working in. I'm going to get around you. Look at this dragon head. So she had this a couple of days ago. And this was wonderful, but I realized...
This was yesterday.
Was it yesterday?
I had this yesterday.
Okay.
And then...
This came on.
Yeah.
How long did you take to sculpt this? Now, it's not done in here, but how long did you take to sculpt that?
We started yesterday.
Okay, great.
In the midday, I think.
Was it really? Wow.
Yeah. So,
Well,
yeah.
she's come on so strong, and the scales are astonishing to me. Can you talk about that? I'm used to doing scales, folks, with a tool, with like a popsicle stick that's been cut into, and so you do a trick, and you're able to repeat fish scales, for example. She's actually sculpted these out individually. I want you to take over.
Well,
and
I
talk.
can show how I did that because I didn't know how to do it, so
Show
I was
us.
thinking of a new
Show
way. So I was like cutting some triangles. Oh, sorry. Here, and taking them with my tool. I'm sorry. And then I put them here. And
So she's laying in individuals, and then she's styling each one before she moves to the next.
yeah.
Am I right to say that you're able to really control the size here? She's able to get large ones
Yeah.
more towards the nose.
I wanted to put the large ones here, and then small ones closer to the eye and the mouth, and different scales here. And then I wanted to put some hair well, it's not quite ready yet, but or I wanted to make different shapes here. I'm gonna continue this pattern.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
Turn it more towards us now. Bring us back to the front. Talk to us about the main head, the larger head.
Well,
the host, if you will.
Yeah, I didn't have like a design when I came here. I came like a bit late from Greece, and I wanted to make a fire demon.
Yeah.
She's like, yeah, a demon. And yeah, I want her to be wicked. Is that right?
I say you got it. I'd say you got it. Can you talk to us about how you did this? I love this because this to me is like architecture. It's not a specific architecture like Chinese architecture, but it's evocative of architecture for me. Can you show us how you were doing? Well, you've got it all done here.
Yeah.
Were you just laying a band of clay and then processing with a tool?
Yeah, with a small ball,
Mm-hmm.
like this one. So I just had some clay here and trying to smooth it out like this.
Okay.
And then I will try some more like shapes and patterns and
Awesome.
yeah.
Awesome. So she's refining with the ball stylus and coming in and also grabbing the shape, making it true, but also adding a texture. Works really well. I want you to get a shot on her ears. A lot of times I do ear demos, and we did do some ear demos in here, but this nice lady did not need any of that. This is her style and her fantastic stuff. But look how perfect these little ears are. Well, I love that. And also she got some expression in this face, which is fantastic. Well, when you're done with this sculpture, I want you to post it and let us see the final results. Now you're going to be at Monsterpalooza this weekend?
Yeah, I'm going to be at Monsterpalooza and then I'm going to be at Time at Toronto.
Awesome.
You can find me there. I would be so happy to meet you.
Well, you were an asset to the class and we learned some stuff from you. And so I appreciate it. It was a pleasure working with you. Yeah. I'm so happy for you. We're going to move on. Let's go this way. Gab, I'm going to take this. Do you mind? That would be great. I'm going to pass that off to you. And Gabby, go ahead and go on back. I'm going to come over and turn this. And now this is Gabby's second time taking my class. I'm so happy to have her back. Last time she did a head, a troll head. I'm going to move these chairs. And so now is the time for her to try something different. Go ahead and say your name and your full information here in the camera.
I am Gabriella Paredes. You can find me on Instagram like Gabriella with double L, .MUA. Also in Facebook like Gabriella Paredes. Yeah.
Perfect. Let me turn off the oven. Just because it's making a sound. So, well, this is Gabby's. I'm going to boast about you. Last time in the class with Gabby, we did a full head troll that had a sad expression, and she was very much dealing with expression. This time around, she wanted to try something different, and so we went for a full maquette of a subject matter that I love. I got to work with Joel Harlow on one of the Pirates of the Caribbean movies with all the mermaids. So when she came in and said, I want to do a mermaid, I couldn't be happier. And the thing I want to attract your attention to is look at the flow. She's still working, once again, on the face, and she's going to post in the future when she's done. But look what she got during our class. It's the flow of the body that I get moved by. When I stand back, when I'm up close, I get this. The beauty of the breast, the beauty of the head, and of course this hair, which we've all been teasing her, saying that this is her hair. But look at this spin out on all this stuff. It's just beautiful, and I feel as if the water is grabbing this and moving it around. She still may style it, and of course, if she were going to mold this, there would be mold concerns, and we'll discuss that at another point. But the point of this maquette was to have the flow and the beauty going on. The hands are presenting. Were you going to have like a fish or something up here, or what?
Yeah, maybe a bubble or a...
Bubbles, okay.
Yeah,
okay.
bubbles.
Well, whatever you do, I hope you post the final version. And this has been a wonderful thing. She's still working on hands, still working on certain aspects, but the overall composition is fantastic.
Yeah, I enjoy it a lot because it's my first time doing like a body.
Yeah.
So it was really fun.
Yeah. Here, I'm going to hold this up. If I'm going to do it. This way I can do a nicer turn. How wonderful. And her composition is just fantastic. For a first maquette, this is wonderful. Well, we welcome you to the community, and we'll be looking forward to see what you sculpt next. as excited as I am to have you in the class, we're always looking for you to get good tool use, good techniques, detailed techniques, and we're excited to see what you do in your next sculpture. Is the big one. You have some exciting news, and we just found out today. Go ahead and tell us about it.
I applied for the bottle of brushes, and today I knew that they accept me, so I will be in Vancouver.
Great.
Yeah.
Great. Well, the Battle of the Brushes, thanks to Mike Key. Well, Michael Key has done a lot for our community, but this competition, I almost don't even think of it as a competition. I think of it as a showcase for our young artists, and his heart is in the right place with this. I guess there is a competition level, but I don't see that. I see you guys getting together, everybody's doing their makeups, and it enhances the community, and it gives you a chance to show your stuff.
Yeah.
So if you don't have a movie, you can go to the IMATs with Michael Key and be involved in the next generation doing their sculptures and applications, and saying, I'm here.
Yes.
I'm here and I'm available. What a priceless resource that is. Well, nevertheless, I'm excited for that. Do you feel like, do you have any ideas for future sculptures for maquettes? Anything that you have in
Well, I
mind?
want to finish this. I want to add more details.
Right.
But yeah, I'm excited.
Good. And when she does finish it, we're going to send her over to Dan over at Silpac, our friends, where we got Aura's eyes, as well as some other materials. Dan's going to be able to advise her about all kinds of silicone and certainly end product material. I just get excited talking about this kind of thing because if she molds this, she could generate a part that, say, is perhaps water clear with a bit of tint. So this could be painted opaque, and by the time you get down to here, you have a translucency. In exploring these materials, you're really able to get different effects, paint effects, but effects with the resin as well. So I do hope you mold it. As you guys are looking out there, those of you with experience are going to know that that hair is probably pretty tough to deal with for a mold maker, but we have some solutions for that. Yeah, and of course, if we can sculpt away the undercuts, that's great. This would be a different scenario. But for a presentation, after a 40-hour class, this is magnificent for a presentation for a director or a producer to say, this is the kind of thing we want to build for you. A lot of these maquettes we leave rough because they photograph so well. And well, this is just a victory for you. I'm very happy for you, and I love water things, as I know you do. Water movies, anything that has to do with water. Anyways, good luck to you at the Battle of the Brushes. We'll be rooting for you, but you already won. You already won.
Yes.
Just by being invited.
Yes.
Well,
thank you.
Thank you. I'm going to step over here. Georgia, just stay with me. I want to thank a few folks. Do you guys see my glasses around? This is what I do during the class. Ask everybody if you see my glasses. Thank you. I appreciate it. Okay. Well, once again, a marvelous week. I have a class coming up at the end of the month. This is my last class for the year before I leave to go join Neil Gorton at the end of November for our Making Monsters class, which I do here, but I transport it over to the UK to my friends and family there. But we do have one more weekend class, the Detail and Form class, coming up here at the D3 studio in Sherman Oaks at the end of September. You can send me an email, and I'd love to send you information on that. My email address is my name, DonLanning, at sbcglobal.net. That's Don Lanning at sbcglobal.net. If you send me an email, I'll send you information and an overview on the class. I want to thank AFA Supplies for giving us a wonderful price on our heads, our Ed heads and Alana heads. Friends Beauty Supply for some more of our materials. I also want to mention AFA gave us a shop tour of their lost wax process, and well, we got to see this ancient process of how to make bronzes. We certainly thank you for that. Neil Gorton. Wow. Neil Gorton, thank you so much for bringing me out in November. I can't wait to meet my friends from the last couple of years and meet my new friends. We got a wonderful class in mid-November, and then we have the prosthetic show. If you're going to be at the prosthetic show, I'm going to be at Neil Gorton's booth. Please come by and shake my hand. It would be great to meet you. To be able to travel and carry my message of love of art, as simple as that is a wonderful privilege. As you all know, I think art is the best. It's the thing to be talking about. It's the thing to be doing. And so many of my dreams have been fulfilled, and now I have the ability to pass it on. Please come and see me. Most importantly, I want to thank our students, our visiting artists here. This week, you guys did a great job. And once again, we're all following you. Our community is watching you. We can't wait to see what you do next. People ask me, what's your favorite sculpture? My answer has always been the next one. And so we can't wait to see what you do. That's really it. Thank you, everybody out on Facebook, for your kind support of our efforts and for your support of our artists. We look forward to seeing you. I am going to be in London in November. Can't wait to see you all there. And that's really it. Have a good night. Bye-bye.
Bye.